Oh, Nigato Gosisi Miktijevi Telewisi. My spirit name is Thunderbird Turtle Woman and Amigama. I would like to tell you that to all the graduates, I would be there with all of you as usual to congratulate you and to touch you on the shoulder with my eagle feather. So today I'm holding my fan with countless eagle feathers to represent all of you in your accomplishments, that you have given up so much, you have sacrificed so much to be where you are. I'm sure the countless hours of study, driving through storms, to be there on time, you've did it, you've done it. And I want to tell you that each and every one of you are unique and that each and every one of you have a purpose. Always be yourself, go out there and just know that take pride in who you are and also never limit yourself. Know that whatever you decide to do, no one else can choose your path for you. You can. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for all the work that you've done. I feel bad that we couldn't gather in person, but from my spirit to yours, from the spirit of the eagle to your spirit, I want to say, Walalio, thank you, all of you, and I wish the best for each and every one of you. Walalio, Nogama, all my relations.
Colleagues, guests, and most importantly, graduates, what a year it has been. There's no doubt that 2019-20 will go down as a year of historic highs and lows for NBCC. We started from the high of having members of our NBCC family on the world stage. Alumnus Pascal Douaron and instructor Lloyd Kierstead traveled to Russia in August for the World Skills Competition, where Pascal competed against the world's best in automotive technology. I can remember thinking to myself, if this is how we go into this academic year, the sky's the limit on what we can achieve as a college community. Then heartbreak. The weekend before classes started, we were all rocked to our very core by the tragic deaths of 3 of our international students. We all mourned together the loss of these young men who traveled to Canada to learn. Our close-knit community of learners and staff grew even closer in our grief, and we drew strength from each other as we came to terms with this loss. Time stands still for no one. With our heartache still fresh, we started our academic year. The bravery shown by all of you in that dark time was truly inspiring, and it marked a strength that although we didn't know it at the time, you would have to draw upon again before your time at NBCC came to an end. I don't think anybody could have predicted the changes that the coronavirus pandemic would bring to our college, our province, or our society. Every aspect of our daily lives has changed, and that has included the way we work and the way we learn. I know that most of you didn't expect to finish your college experience virtually, physically separated from your instructors and your classmates. However, you still found ways to be with and support each other. You organized virtual breaks, well-being sessions, and workshops designed to help you share and learn together. Your patience and maturity as we all navigated through what this new normal would look like was a source of great pride for all of us. The class of 2020 will always hold a special place in the hearts and minds of the NBCC family. For me, the one word that will always come to mind when I'm thinking about the class of 2020 is resilience. You have all shown strength and determination in completing your programs in changing circumstances. And those are qualities that are going to serve you well as you leave NBCC and enter the next stage of your lives. On behalf of everyone at NBCC, I want to say thank you. Thank you for stepping up, for continuing to show up in all kinds of different formats, for sticking with us, and for choosing NBCC as part of your educational and career journey. In these extraordinary times, you have truly shown yourselves to be extraordinary representatives of New Brunswick Community College. Congratulations and best wishes.
Well, hello there, class of 2020. I'm a former graduate of NBCC in Woodstock, New Brunswick, but I'm working with the Weather Network now here in Halifax. I got a lot of hands-on learning, worked hard with the camera, and I've been at the Weather Network now for 8 years. So It's an evolving media landscape, and right now we're in a big time of change around the workplace. I've always worked from home with the job I have now. I go out, travel around, doing stories around the Maritimes. I love coming to New Brunswick to check out the weather events. There's always big snowstorms in Moncton, or I've covered the flooding in Fredericton. But one thing I've always learned working at the Weather Network, it's important to be able to evolve. Our founder said in a speech, after I was first hired, he used a Wayne Gretzky quote, which is really relevant. You want to be where the puck is going, not where it has been. And in your career, you always want to see what's coming next, and you'll need to evolve and change. I know your teachers and professors have really taught you well with the current landscape, but that's going to change over time in the workplace, and you can always continue to refresh on things on the internet, on YouTube. I go on there and learn new editing systems, new ways to shoot. At first I had a huge ENG, big hunky camera over my shoulder. I've used a small Nikon. I'm shooting this actually on a great quality iPhone. So it changes over time, and you'll have to learn to change with it, but it's fun, it keeps things interesting, and I wish you all the best, class of 2020.
Hello, my name is Owen O'Neill, and I am the Miramichi Campus Student Union President. First off, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020 for a successful graduation, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Furthermore, I would also like to introduce Timothy Ayer from the Criminal Justice Corrections Program as our 2020 Valedictorian. Thank you.
Congratulations to the NBCC graduating class of 2020. It has been a long time coming, and we have all made it. Graduates, families, friends, NBCC President and CEO Mary Butler, honored guests, instructors, and staff of NBCC. I am honored and humbled to give NBCC's graduation address today. I am Timothy Ayer, graduate of the Criminal Justice Program, Corrections. I want to begin by thanking my family and all the students' families. Whether you were near or far, you gave us the opportunity to fulfill our educational dreams. When I began my educational journey, like many of you, I did not know what to expect. I remember my first day at NBCC coming from Cameroon. It was a cultural shock. When pizza was offered for lunch, an instructor said, "Tim, can you try some pizza?" I said, "What is pizza?" She said, "Everybody knows what pizza is." Anyways, that's a long time today. The true distinction of this graduating class has not just been its academic excellence, but its resilience, tenacity, and character in facing adversity together, most notably COVID-19. We were together through injuries, death of loved ones, weddings, babies, numerous other significant life events, through laughter and tears. Each of these just brought us closer and provided more learning and life experience. NBCC has core values which begins and ends with the students. We have created lifelong friendships and connections. Learning from each other and depending on each other has given us a sense of teamwork, professionalism, integrity, fairness, and a consistency in life. NBCC values each of the students and celebrates our differences and diversities. Nelson Mandela was right when he said, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart." Today we begin a new journey. We take our training and learning and new experiences to go into the world and apply that learning to make a difference in the lives of others. I can make a difference. Together we can make change happen. NBCC has transformed our lives. Now it is up to us to transform the lives of others and the community and society. George C. Marshall was right to say, "When a thing is done, it is done. Don't look back. Look forward to your next objective. Congratulations and the best of luck on your new journeys. We are the proud graduates of NBCC class of 2020. Thank you.
You've all received a grad box. It's our gift to you to mark this momentous occasion in your educational journey. Take a moment, pull out your flute and sparkling juice. Fill your glasses with either your sparkling juice or beverage of your choice. It's time to celebrate. Although this isn't the graduation ceremony any of us envisioned, we're happy to be here celebrating with you. And we hope that even though we're gathering virtually today, that you can feel our collective pride in all that you've accomplished. On behalf of NBCC, I want to congratulate you on all that you've achieved. It's official and my esteemed privilege to declare you the class of 2020.
Sláinte! Félicitations!
Cheers!
Salut!
To the class of 2020.
Hello NBCC graduates. Welcome, bienvenue, and gway to each of you. Although this has been a year like none other, you made it. It is truly my pleasure to acknowledge your academic success today. Your accomplishment is well worth celebrating and required your demonstration of resiliency, patience, and perseverance to achieve your NBCC goal. These skills will no doubt serve you well in your life and career ahead. Now is your chance to step up though, equipped with your new educational tools and be a positive force and innovator in an ever-changing workforce. Graduates, this has been a bit of a heavy year at times in our society, but what is most hopeful is knowing that this graduating class will help make a huge and positive difference in our communities. It's a time for all of us to reflect, listen, and learn about ourselves and others. Look for the best in people. Seek out diversity. That's where the learning is. I would now like to congratulate Brian Corcoran, a student in our Business Administration program, on receiving an NBCC Student Excellence Award. Ryan has demonstrated exceptional leadership in actively contributing to our community while balancing the responsibilities of home and a new business venture. Thank you to all of our graduates for your help in giving back to our community while with us. Your efforts provided generous support to several local organizations to build a better community. I know you will continue to support your communities as proud NBCC alumni and involved citizens. Graduates, my wish for each of you is that you develop a habit of hopeful thinking. Live for today, but hold your hands and heart open to tomorrow. This will bring you a life filled with creative purpose and meaning needed to make a positive difference for you, your families, and our world. Enjoy your graduation moments. This is your day. To celebrate your well-earned success and achievement and cherish the love of your family and friends who have helped you to get to this moment. Graduates, congratulations, félicitations, and walalin. I'd like to now introduce Lindsay Bowman, a member of our NBCC Board of Governors, to make a special announcement.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be with you today virtually to celebrate the class of 2020. On behalf of the NBCC Board of Governors, congratulations to all of you, and thank you to everyone who contributed to this wonderful ceremony today. It is my honor to announce the recipient of the Governor General's Medal recognizing excellence in academic achievement. The Governor General's Medal was first awarded in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin and has since become one of the most prestigious awards that a student at a Canadian academic institution can receive. The Governor General of Canada continues this tradition of encouraging scholarship across the nation and recognizing outstanding students. This award is presented on behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Julie Payette, Governor General of Canada, to the graduating student with the highest grade point average. The recipient of the Governor General's Medal for the Miramichi campus is Liam Clancy of Miramichi, New Brunswick, who is graduating from the Practical Nurse program with a GPA of 4.235. Congratulations, Liam, and congratulations to all of you who make up the class of 2020.
And now it brings me great pride to introduce the graduating class of 2020. Each program will be identified, followed by the roll call of graduates. As we present the classes, you will hear some graduates being announced with designations. One that you will hear is honors. Graduates who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or above receive the designation of honors. Secondly, the Academic Excellence Award recognizes the top student in each program who has achieved honors and has the highest academic standing. Congratulations once again to this extraordinary class of 2020. Please stay tuned until the end for our salute to all graduates. You don't want to miss it. Let's begin the most important part of our celebration, the presentation of each graduate by class.
Accounting and Payroll Administration. Carrie Elaine, Napan, New Brunswick. Julie Bask, Hardwick, New Brunswick. Trevor Bowie, Napan, New Brunswick. Wanda Branch, Nipissaquit Falls, New Brunswick. Mary Jane Del Rosario, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Brianne Doiron, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Venus Iborda, Cebu, Philippines. Caitlin Fitzpatrick, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Bernadette Gamad, Cayenne City, Philippines. Bianca Govan, St. Leonard, New Brunswick. Alexa Henderson, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Anna Irish Inocencio, Quezon City, Philippines. Janet Jardine, Blackville, New Brunswick. Allison Joe, Red Bank First Nation, New Brunswick. Cindy Martin, Eel Ground First Nation, New Brunswick. Wade Much, Littleton, New Brunswick. Kristen Nowlin, Chaplin Island Road, New Brunswick. Nathan Ross, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Madison Underhill, Blackville, New Brunswick. Madison Young, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Administrative Professional, French Second Language Training. Jillian Furlot, Belledune, New Brunswick. Adrienne Hetherington, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Denise Legraley, Neguac, New Brunswick. Sarah Martin, Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. Darlene Roussel, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Animation and Graphics. Erica Betton, Riverview, New Brunswick. Nikita Bushi, Canso, Nova Scotia. Hania de Leon del Castillo, Monterrey, Mexico. Vincent Gino, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Megan Keenan, Moncton, New Brunswick. Yannick Labelle, Val-de-More, New Brunswick. McGuire Nowlin, Whitney, New Brunswick. Emily Ramsey, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Patrick Roy, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Vidar Sandhals, Terrace, BC. Danielle Wilson, St. John, New Brunswick. Business Administration Management. Jillian Cassidy, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Megan Chamberlain, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Ryan Corcoran, Strathaddam, New Brunswick. Peyton Craik, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Kevin McNaughton, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Justin McSwain, Miramichi, New Brunswick. William McCrae, Boom Road, New Brunswick. Darla McAvoy, Millerton, New Brunswick. Kaylee Sisk, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Noel Williamson, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Carpentry. Jeremy Cormier, Rogersville, New Brunswick. Tracy Lloyd, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ryan Morley, Moncton, New Brunswick. Rickon Fang, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Evan Schofield, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Nao Takamura, Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Child and Youth Care. Savannah Baisley, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Megan Burke, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Michaela Bushy, Sunny Corner, New Brunswick. Vanessa Carvalho, Campinas, Brazil. Corina Como, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Sherry Connors, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Emily Dempsey, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Macy Dixon, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Therese Duplessis, Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. Kira Hurst, Lower Haynesville, New Brunswick. Patrick Hogan, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Amanda Hirschman, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jasmine Kenny, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Kennedy Malley, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ryan McEachern, Tabasson Tack, New Brunswick. Simone Metallic, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Carly Savoy, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Maria Schneer, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ariel Thibault, Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. Criminal Justice Corrections. Vincent Adams, Salisbury, New Brunswick. Rotimi Akinwal, St. John's, Antigua and Barbuda. Timothy Chick Ayeri, Bamenda, Cameroon. Devin Blake, St. Margaret's, New Brunswick. Sherry Blight, Rexton, New Brunswick. Matthew Cooper, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jesse Krause, Sussex, New Brunswick. Melissa DeLong, Browns Flat, New Brunswick. Kelly Drisdale, Village St. Laurent, New Brunswick. Jacob Evans, Clarenville, Newfoundland. Hope Foster, Ashland, New Brunswick. Travis Gregan, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Derek Kingbird, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Scott Lagui, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Chandler Levine, Bathurst, New Brunswick.
Lana Levi,
Red Bank First Nation, New Brunswick. Sylvie Mills, Bucktouche, New Brunswick. Tara Nash, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ravina Nelson, Runaway Bay, Jamaica. Richard Shahu Shagari Roper, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Denise Savoy, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Natalie Savoy, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Christopher Sipley, Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. Tyler Sipley, Bay St. Anne, New Brunswick. Jacob Summers, Strathaddam, New Brunswick. Blake Stewart, Gary, New Brunswick. Robin Stewart, Blackville, New Brunswick. Mary Vanderbeck, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Dawson Wiley, Rishabukto Village, New Brunswick. Criminal Justice Police Foundations. Kyle Armstrong, Springfield, New Brunswick. Lori Jane Benayat, Oak Point, Kings County, New Brunswick. Shannon Chief, Beldoon, New Brunswick. Tyler Clark, Hatfield Point, New Brunswick. Adam Colford, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Brandon Colford, Stanley, New Brunswick. Jeremy Cormier, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Zachary Ferris, Lower Newcastle, New Brunswick. Connell Jameson, Harvey, New Brunswick. Tristan Jones, Woodstock, New Brunswick. Nathan Kelly, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Jonathan McGarvey, Riverview, New Brunswick. Colton Mahoney, Bloomfield, New Brunswick. Jacob McBride, Woodstock, New Brunswick. Connor McLean, Woodstock, New Brunswick. Benjamin Meadus, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Alexandria Millier, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Owen O'Neill, Lower Newcastle, New Brunswick. Emily Pratt, Rexton, New Brunswick. Hunter Reeker, Hatfield Point, New Brunswick. Patrick Rowland, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Oscar Seal, Hanwell, New Brunswick. Jonah Simon, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Damon Spence, Sussex, New Brunswick. Lucas Walker, St. John, New Brunswick. Katie Witters, Dieppe, New Brunswick. Early Childhood Education. Cheyenne Augustine, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Krista Augustine, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Cindy Augustine, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Hayden Evangeline Augustine, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Rain Augustine, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Shania Augustine Mosey, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Amanda Bernard, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Manuela Caravantes, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Bridget Lee Drisdale, Hillendale, New Brunswick. Alexis Espinoza, Doketown, New Brunswick. Shailene Guinish, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Cassandra Grenier Demeaux, St. Arthur, New Brunswick. Nina Joseph, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Malkit Kaur, Tamtaran, India. Jamie Kelly, Eel Ground First Nation, New Brunswick. Kaylee Lalonde, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Kyla Martin, Eel Ground First Nation, New Brunswick. Amber McCrae, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ashley McCutcheon, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Shakoni Metallic, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Tawny Millier Francis, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Brooke O'Neill, Napan, New Brunswick. Ellen Pauley, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Joella Peter Paul, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Amy Plaxton, Maple Glen, New Brunswick. Kelsey Savoy, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Gabriella Simon, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Rose Simon, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Sarah Simon, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Taylor Simon, Eel Ground First Nation, New Brunswick. Haley Sock, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Nadine St. Cour, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Dimple Vora, Mumbai, India. Teresa Williston, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Electrical Construction. Jesse Bowden, Petit Rivière de l'Île, New Brunswick. Gerard Casey, Rogersville, New Brunswick. Lucas Catulpo Jr., Bathurst, New Brunswick. Curtis Kraus, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Gino Dedam, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Chad Firth, Flatlands, New Brunswick. Samuel Frigo, St. Louis, New Brunswick. Drake Girard, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Cole Graves, McLeod Hill, New Brunswick. Jared Keenan, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Adam McDonald, St. Margaret's, New Brunswick. Patrick McDonnell, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ethan Mahabir, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Blake Murray, Glen Levitt, New Brunswick. Liam Richardson, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jonah Simon, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Mitchell Sutherland, Millerton, New Brunswick. Matthew Tenace, Curventon, New Brunswick. Jordan White, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Environmental Technology. Floravir Ames, Penfield, New Brunswick. Giselle Arsenault, Moncton, New Brunswick. Samantha Cunningham, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Crystal Jenkins, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Ryan Lagasse, Dalhousie, New Brunswick. Madison McDonald, Wickham, New Brunswick. John Richardson, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Riley Scott, Bathurst, New Brunswick. John Smith, Wasis, New Brunswick. Brendan Steeves, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Johannes Wehrman, Trackety Shala, New Brunswick. Corey Wells, Riverview, New Brunswick. Heavy Equipment Operator. Stuart Connors, Doylesbrook, New Brunswick. Nicholas Day, Saint Jacques, New Brunswick. Truman Dedam, Burnt Church, New Brunswick. Devin Dugay, Campbellton, New Brunswick. Sean Dugay, Shamogue, New Brunswick. Jason Gayton, Oak Hill, New Brunswick. Jacob Hoyt, Perth Andover, New Brunswick. Leandra Lannon, Labrador, Newfoundland. Alexander Millier, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Haley Roy, Pokeshaw, New Brunswick. Brent Sullivan, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Heavy Equipment Service Technician. Andrew Adams, New Denmark, New Brunswick. Brett Arsenault, Harvey Station, New Brunswick. Brandon Coombs, Big River, New Brunswick. Jordan Coombs, Big River, New Brunswick. Carl DeRoger, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Shyla Dyer, Irishtown, New Brunswick. Jack Ellis, Janeville, New Brunswick. Jacob Floyd, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Joshua Footer, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Guillaume Fortin, Moncton, New Brunswick. Daniel Guy, Oromocto, New Brunswick. Matthew Lagasse, Nakawik, New Brunswick. Andrew Lyons, Doketown, New Brunswick. Hayden McLean, Charlottetown, PEI. Mario Maillet, St. Thomas de Kent, New Brunswick. Evan Matchett, Red Bank, New Brunswick. Jean-Denis Mazereau, Hardwick, New Brunswick. Devin Nason, Wasis, New Brunswick. Dylan Noel, Wards Creek, New Brunswick. Christopher Preston, Norton, New Brunswick. Hans Schenkels, Whitney, New Brunswick. Michael Simon, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Noah Terrio, Rogersville, New Brunswick. Luke Vino, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Human Services. Taylor Anthony, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Tyler Anthony, Oromocto, New Brunswick. Keisha Brown, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Heidi Canham, Renouse, New Brunswick. Hannah Carney,
Minto,
New Brunswick. James Cooper, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Carla Demani Duarte, Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Larissa de Olivier Mendez, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Amanda Dunnett, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Elisha Francis, Elsipogtog First Nation, New Brunswick. Rebecca Garish, Upper Blackville, New Brunswick. Alicia Hashi, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Kelly Inatore, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Fevin Lomax, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Kathleen Neville, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jonathan Walls, Blackville, New Brunswick. Industrial Mechanics. Carter Chasson, Quispamsis, New Brunswick. Donovan Clark, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Jared Conroy, Napan, New Brunswick. Denver Daly, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Cody Ellis, Kenobi, New Brunswick. Ryland Ellis, Kenobi, New Brunswick. Kyle Hay, Chipman, New Brunswick. Mitchell King, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Alexander McIntosh, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Drew McCormick, Florenceville, Bristol, New Brunswick. Noah Savoy, Clifton, New Brunswick. Tyson Stillwell, Minto, New Brunswick. Brad Walsh, Minto, New Brunswick. Information Technology, Electronic Game Development. Justin Bordage, Dieppe, New Brunswick. Mateo Botero Arquila, Cali, Colombia. Luis Cavaric, Quito, Ecuador. Liam Clancy, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Zachary Dilworth, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Nathan Hashi, Moncton, New Brunswick. Jackson Lorette, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Victor Way, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Brandon Webb, Public Landing, New Brunswick. Personal Support Worker. Amber Ward, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Personal Support Worker, Acute Care. Stephanie Obi, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Matthew Berry, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jason Brito, Rogersville, New Brunswick. David Daniel Jardine, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Jacqueline Meyer, Bathurst, New Brunswick. John Rial Batan Monteverde, Tite Zambananga, Sibugay, Philippines. Breshkumar Patel, Nartown, Anangarat, India. Janal Patel, Mogri, India. Lorraine Renera, Baguio City, Philippines. Andrea May Silva, Quezon City, Philippines. Mackenzie Sipes, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Practical Nurse. Jessica Elaine, St. Wilfrid, New Brunswick. Nicole Bro, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Amber Churchill, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Pamela Ferris, Lower Newcastle, New Brunswick. Melissa Flaherty, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Catherine Foran Payne, Little Bartabog, New Brunswick. Mackenzie Fournier, Lockstead, New Brunswick. Taylor Ganesh, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Mackenzie Hallahan, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Abigail Hennessy, Keenan's, New Brunswick. Josanna Hickey, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Laura Kelly, Blackville, New Brunswick. Adam Lewis, Halifax, Nova Scotia. McKenna Lutz Witters, Bayside, New Brunswick. Jessica Marshall, Napan, New Brunswick. Sylvie Robichaud, Pointe-Sapin, New Brunswick. Emily Ross, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Wendy Ripke, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Emma Ray Sapir Dodge, South Tettagush, New Brunswick. Kelsey Siliker, Parker Road, New Brunswick. Olivia Sullivan, Renouse, New Brunswick. Hannah Wiley, Harcourt, New Brunswick. Welding and Metal Fabrication. Kyle Obi Boudreau, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Danielle Augustine, Red Bank, New Brunswick. Matthew Casey, Rogersville, New Brunswick. Samuel Casey, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Tyler Connors, Upper Blackville, New Brunswick. Austin Couture, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Jake Drython, Crombie Settlement, New Brunswick. Jonathan Foran, Allardville, New Brunswick. Austin Gray, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Peter Griffin, Fredericton, New Brunswick. Alexander Jardine, Quarryville, New Brunswick. Mark Jardine, Blackville, New Brunswick. Bram Johnston, Whitney, New Brunswick. Jericho Johnston, Miramichi, New Brunswick. Colton McCormick, Eel Ground, First Nation, New Brunswick. Marcus Munn, Bay du Vin, New Brunswick. Kyle Rossiter, Riverside, Albert, New Brunswick. Sebastian Thibault, Bathurst, New Brunswick. Aaron Walls, Blackville, New Brunswick. Matthew Williams, St. John, New Brunswick.
Congratulations!